What's good, YouTube? This your boy, Mr. YG82, coming at y'all with the Shark Deck profile post Battle of the Legends. Just took it to my locals last night, and I came in first place. I finished 4-1. I'll tell you about the matchups a little bit later in the video, but let's go ahead and get started with the profile. So we're going to start with the monsters. I'm playing 3 Buzz, 3 Solid Angler, 3 White Stingrays, and 3 XYZ Remoras. So I played 3 of those because those are going to be the keys for this build. The Buzz is, of course, your 1-card starter. Your Batunafuls get you into your Buzz. White Stingray is now an amazing starter / extender. I like to start with him because of White Mirror. So whatever I discard, I can special that back and then proceed to start making plays without even normal summoning. So White Stingray is very pivotal in the new builds going forward. XYZ Remora is even more amazing with number 4 because you don't have to attach anything to activate number 4's effect. So you just got 2 free materials that you can just detach off of it and special Gamora and proceed to combo from there. I played 2 Lifeless and 2 Lanterns. I love Lifeless because with White Mirror, it becomes a starter now. So you can just go Lifeless, dump whatever piece you need with a Solid Angler or whatever, and just go with White Mirror. Lantern, he's pretty good still. He does not miss timing off of White Mirror. So you definitely got to keep that in mind. Lantern does not miss timing off of White Mirror. Lifeless and Batunaful, they both miss timing. So just make sure you keep that in mind when you're trying to bring those back off of White Mirror and trying to activate their effects. They will not activate. They will miss timing because they are win effects. Vice Lantern is going to be an if effect. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, I'm playing 2s of everything for the simple fact of White Mirror. I want to be able to maximize on that. So 3s of everything important. 2s are the ones that I would like to see, but they're not essential pieces of the combo. Batunaful should be a 3, but it's not, only because it's not a level 4. It feels a level 4. So if it gets Veiled or Impermed or something, it's still useful. Or if you have no more targets, it's still useful. But it's not really useful, especially with it missing timing with the White Mirror. So that's that. On to the spells. All right, so for the spells, I'm playing some powerful 1-ofs. I'm playing Call by the Grave, 1-for-1, Monster Reborn, Harpy's Feather Duster. Those are all powerful 1-ofs. I'm playing 2 Desires, mainly because you have so many extenders now. You don't even need the extra draw. You have the White Mirror that's already a +1, and you don't want to banish too many of your resources in your deck. And you can actually resolve 2 Pot of Desires without losing and still be able to combo. So it's very interesting. I like it at 2. I'm playing the Triple Dark Ruler because I just want to be able to break boards. You'll definitely see that in the extra deck, how I'm breaking boards. And with number 4, you can just pop on your turn, pop on their turn, and now you pretty much essentially out of their board without even going into any crazy plays. And then, of course, White Mirror is an amazing +1. And as you see my ratios, I utilize a good ratio to where I can just be able to just plus every time I play White Mirror. I'm playing 3 because I want to see it, period. Best card in the deck, hands down, outside of Buzzsaw. So there's nothing else to say about that one. On to the traps. All right, so for the traps, I'm playing 2 Gozen, Imperial, and Scolding. So the reason why I'm playing 2 Gozen and not 3 is because I want to see it, but I don't want to see it all the time. I don't want to draw it going second because a lot of times it's not going to help me get where I need because the monster's main deck can actually get you there. So having all those extra traps and spells is not necessary. You can just go Zeus. You can go number 4. There's so many other options you can go into now without having to, depending on a lot of back row. Scolding over Judgment or Strike because it does both. Yeah, you have to pay 3K, but as you see my spell and trap lineup, I'm really not going to have much set anyways. So playing the Scolding, being able to Strike or Judgment at will is pretty good. So, I mean, that's it for the traps. Let's go ahead and go to the last part of the main deck, and then we're going to get on to the rest of the side deck and extra. All right, so for the last part of the deck, I'm playing 4 hand traps and 2 crossouts. The Ashes, they're okay this format. They're not, like, really amazing. And Perms are still pretty high impact. And Crossout, I'm playing the 2 crossouts so I can be able to cross out the Imperm and the Ash Blossom, as well as like Desires and all the other like power cards like Dark Rule No More and stuff like that. So Crossout is just definitely amazing in this format, and especially in this deck in particular. So just keep that in mind. I'd love it in this deck. That's pretty much it. All right, so on to the extra deck. So I'm playing the 3 Bahamut Sharks, 2 Toads, and the Submersible Carrier Arrow Shark into the Black Ray Lancer, into the F-Zeros. And I'm still playing the Zoo package, the Chalkanine, because it's generic. You drop the board roll on top, swing direct, make your Zeus main phase 2 with 4 materials. That's big. 4 material Zeus. So that way if they did have a negate or whatever, you can go ahead and get rid of that as well. And then, of course, the Extinction Knight. It's just like amazingly good. I mean, nobody ever sees it coming, and then it just cleans up the board, and then you could just make a Zeus right after. The Drill Driver is a really good part of the XYZ Remora combo. And then, of course, the number 4 Stealth Kraken for the Goes and Match lock, which is just retardedly good. I mean, there's nothing else to say about that. It's good. And I'm loving it so far. That's it for the extra deck. And last but not least, we can go ahead and do the side deck. Yes, it's only 13 cards, but it was locals. I just threw it together and just went with it. Droll came in handy. Droll is amazing in this format. Nibiru, I didn't like it in previous builds of the deck because it's hard to out the token in this deck. But now with number 4, you can out the token and burn them for half the attack. So Nibiru is amazing. Mystic Mind, just to help out, I probably bumped that up to 2. Twin Twisters is definitely amazing. It definitely clears those problematic back rows. I almost want to main deck one this format just because like there's a lot of random back row decks, as well as everybody's playing Imperial Order, stuff like that. The third Crossout doesn't even really need to be in there. That'll probably be where the Mystic Mind goes. Gozen is pretty much amazing, you know, especially going first. You side in that third Gozen, so you're almost guaranteed to open up with the number 4 combo. Like, you can go full combo, you can just go the basic combo and just blow your opponent out. Okay. And then, of course, the Anti-Spell Fragrance. Anti-Spell Fragrance, you just, like, if you open with Anti-Spell and Gozen, you just pretty much win at that point because you just go standby phase, flip up the Anti-Spell Fragrance, and that is literally all she wrote. So, I mean, it is really good. There's nothing else really to say about Anti-Spell. The last 2 cards in my extra inside deck will probably be Lancius, honestly, because Lancius is really good this format. So that's probably what the last card would be, or last 2 cards. But outside of that, I mean, the deck definitely performed as expected. There's nothing else really to say about the deck. Just make sure you guys check it out. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time, YouTube.